For the next few months, I'm going to be flipping PCs until I can buy a car. Because how else would you buy a car? Right now I have no budget and this computer right here. So I'm going to go ahead and list this computer and see how much I can make from it. This computer has a GTX 1070, 6 gigs of RAM, an i7 8700K, and a water cooler, which is pretty nice. Okay, so computers like this generally sell anywhere from $400 to $600 online. But I'm going to be selling this one locally on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to start this listing at $400, which would give me a pretty good budget for my next build, even if I can't find any good deals. Okay, I just got the Facebook Marketplace listing up, and I'm about to run Marvel Rivals for the first time on the system to see how it performs. Okay, using FSR 3 and Ultra settings, we have an average of 100? Man! Now you can see some artifacts down here, but this is really good. Okay, now that I've tested it and made sure it actually works, I'm going to go ahead and install Windows on it and get it ready to sell. Okay, yeah, so we're about to make our first sale for this series. I've already contacted them, I've already set up the times. We're going to do 6:30, and it's going to be $350 for this computer right here. I've already reset it and everything, and it's 5:53, so it's almost time. How's it going? 2TB hard drive that isn't initialized yet, so you're going to need to initialize that, and the drivers aren't installed for the NVIDIA, so it's a fairly straightforward process.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I can absolutely take care of that. Alright. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hope you enjoy it. If you have any issues, just send me a message. I'll try and help you the best I can.
Okay, sounds good. Y'all have a good one.
Okay. You too. Okay, so we've just sold our first computer, and we have some budget now. Our budget is actually $350 now. So let's go ahead and see what parts we can get for that price. I'm looking at another GTX 1070 build, maybe a 2060 build, but we need to keep it in the lower price range, but still get some good deals. I'm going to be looking really hard to get maybe cheap already built computers or a bunch of cheap parts on eBay. In fact, I got that computer I just sold for about $200 originally, swapped out a couple of the parts, and I just sold it for $350, and none of the parts that I swapped out were upgrades. So yeah. Did forget to mention that I do have all of these computer parts and a little bit more that I can actually buy for myself for the price that I bought them. This RAM was about 30 bucks, GPU 50, this one's 70, and this is just a cooler that I got for like $5-10, this is 15, you know, you get the point. But I can buy these from myself just like I'd buy them from online, but they are the price that I paid for them. I may have actually just found a really good deal. So this guy right here is selling an entry-level gaming computer with a GTX 1050 for $225. Now I know what you're thinking. $250? $200 for a GTX 1050? You're out of your mind. But look at this. It has a Ryzen 7 2700. Now this is actually a really good processor that you can pair with higher-end GPUs, like up to 3060-ish territory. I actually have a 2700X and I'm using a 1080 Ti, which is a pretty big leap. So yeah, that's actually really good.
Okay,
175?
Yeah, 175 is kind of a quick. I mean, you're getting a pretty good deal, as you know. Yeah. I'm leaving soon, so I don't have like time to like sell this at like a higher price. So when you said 175, like okay.
Okay, it's here. I have it on the floor right there. That's the graphics card. It's a GTX 1050. We don't need that. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking it apart, putting my stuff in there and its stuff in there, and then I'm going to have a cool case, and this will have a case that will sell better, and everything will be okay. We're here. I've got the computer right here. We're going to start taking it apart, and that just fell off, so we'll worry about that later. Okay, time to take my computer apart. Okay, so I got the computer, I swapped out the case with mine, and now I'm here with a pretty good selection of parts. I have a Wi-Fi adapter, power supply, a case, motherboard, CPU, RAM, cooler, and a GTX 1050 and I've got a budget up here, $350. Actually, no, $175. My bad, I'm not good at math, but okay. I've just ordered a couple things that's gonna make that budget go down a lot, but you'll have to wait until next episode to see what I've ordered. It may make this a little very interesting, so we'll see that later. But yeah, subscribe to see the next video. See you there.